Hey son, let me just say this before I get started. Thank each and every one of you who ride with this channel, who support this channel, who like, who comment, who watch, who subscribe. Thank you. Seriously, from the depths of my soul. For those of you who have joined my Patreon or YouTube memberships, man, thank you. But to each and every one of you who ride with me, man, I love y'all. God knows I do. I'm serious, man. I was thinking about that today. I've got some of the best folks in the world that subscribe to this channel. And Andy, I still hate your guts. Having said all that, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a Carnivora / Shade Leopard rendition, if you will, in 3V. We got some G10 handles. Guys, this is a bad ass knife, point blank, period. Y'all know, if you followed the channel, you know I try to find the tool aspect, the functionality aspect in everything we do. That's just how we approach it. I don't really do fit, finish, and all that. And as we go, I probably will, but we focus on the form, the function, that kind of thing. That's what matters. And you know, I don't deal with like self-defense and that kind of thing on here a lot. But when I get a knife like this, guys, this is just, it's a weapon. It's badass. And when you feel it, you don't go, oh man, this is a great tool. You go, damn, this is a kick-ass weapon. And it is. Now, I cut myself right here. And a lot of guys would say, well, you know, that's the knife's fault, because it is double-edged. That swedge is sharpened. Now, when you handle a knife every day, right there, got me. That's my fault. And I'll say this, I'll say it, I'll say it, I'll say it, I'll say it. Know your knives. Use your knives. I love this damn thing. It's in 3V. Shaney just killed the build. It's just dope. It's just dope. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pin a comment with the specifications. I know it's 3B. I know it's G10. I know we have a sharpened swedge. We have some great jimping. It is full tang. It's just a thick hunk of 3V. But it's dope. Yeah, thank you, Scab. There you go. And here, I want to talk to y'all about this before we do the real intro. I wanted to take a minute. I'm going to show you the balance point, but I'm going to show you some of the nuances here. Look at the way that handle contours, man. Now, this one is set up. You see how I'm carrying it. I'm carrying it backwards. Here's why. Both of them are sharpened. Sharpened swedge, sharpened swoop. And I would describe this blade as a tracker style with an Arabic, Persian, Middle Eastern flair. I probably just got canceled 2 or 3 different ways there, and that's fine. There's the lanyard hole. Look at the thickness there. Look at that jimping. Shaney, you killed it. You killed it, brother. I love it. Working choil. Here's the balance point. Now, here's the thing. The reason I wanted to show you all the grips and the move, this thing just flows. It flows. There's kind of the balance point. That's pretty close, but it feels like the weight's in the handle. So when you swing it, it's fast. And it's I do a lot of double cutting in videos and stuff, and I'm going to explain that. Before we do, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day take their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know that. That's why here we focus on the number 0. What does that mean, Scab? All that means is this. We're trying to get the word out about veteran suicide with the 22 a day. That's just a number. That's a guideline to go by. And we worry about 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support all. There's opinions all over the place, and that's fine. That's just what we do. I don't ask you to. How do you do that, Scab? Well, I don't break the damn law. It's pretty simple. My son's going to be a cop. He's going into the academy. Proud of him. Not following in the old man's footsteps, probably the best thing he ever did. Finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, here's the deal. This is just a plank off a pallet, okay? It's probably a 1x6, something like that, but it's hard as a brick bat. I wanted to do some different stuff. Would I typically baton with this knife? Well, here's the deal. If I got this knife and I'm in the woods, don't matter what I'm doing, and I've got to build a fire, I've got to build a shelter, I've got to build whatever, some bitch has got to hold up, right? Well, I know with Shaney, the heat treat's going to be spot on. I know the build's going to be spot on. I know the edges are going to be sharp. I know the handle's going to be comfortable. I know it's just going to be a badass design from Carnivora. Don Moore Kramer and his team are killing it. This thing, man, I'm fired up about it. If you can't tell, it comes with a Kydex sheath, a tech lock. Here's what I was going to say. I carry it reverse grip like that because I'm going to come, if I have to carry it, and I never do this, but for this video, I'm just going to give you a little secret. If I have to come out with that blade and go after somebody at 5'10", 280 pounds, I'm a little fat, old white dude. Here's the thing. I've still got some strength. I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to come down, and yeah, I might get, somebody might get me, but I'm going straight through their head, son. So there's that part. Probably not the best part. If you're a kid, please X that out. But that's what I feel like when I'm carrying this thing. Now, in a minute, I'm going to cut a couple bottles. I'm the world's greatest bottle double cutter. I don't think you can dispute that. I mean, you're going to try, but in the end, sometimes it's just better to be wrong. But I fail on my first attempt. Why? A lot of times, guys, with the double cut, now let's take a look here, because that wood was full of knots and I wanted to swing it pretty hard. Right here, one of the reasons I like the double cut is fun. I mean, let's just be honest. But right here, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to fail. What's going to happen? I slapped it. Did you see that? I'm going to go in slow motion. That's why I tell you guys, use your shit. If you're going to carry it, use it. Now, let's go a little slow-mo, Scabber. I mean, I live in slow-mo, but maybe we can break it down. That's good, Scott. Come on. Lord have mercy. I got to learn to edit. Okay, great. Good job. I wanted to show y'all the slow-mo, and trust me, I don't do all this. All right, right here, watch. Slapped it out of the way and then missed. Now, here's what that tells me. Pretty good balance. Usually I'll bring that blade right just like that. I got used to it right there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. What does that do? First swing, I'm going to cut you. Second swing, I'm going to gut you. And this is the knife to do it. But I had to get used to the balance. Again, you use a knife daily, use different knife dailies, build up that skill set. And that's why I love doing this channel, man. Just going to be honest with you. I'm not an expert. I'm not even an intermediate. I love doing what I do, and I loved demonstrating the knives I got. Dude, it's fun. But I'm also trying to build a skill set. Now, remember, we opened up the video stabbing a tire several times. You will notice, if you go back and replay that, you'll notice there's already some holes in it. That's because I stabbed it several times without the camera on. So I did probably 2 minutes of stabbing before I realized the damn camera was off. Why do I bring that up? That was a steel belted 10-ply tire. That's what a lot of people don't get about the tires I stab, okay? Yeah, some of them are wore down. Some of them are wore out. I'm not buying brand new tires to stab. I mean, it's a thing called common sense, all right? But those are 10-ply tires that go on trailers. They're still belted. So I probably spent, 10, 15 minutes stabbing a tire to get 2.5 minutes of filming. That's a lot on that blade. Plus, when you get this tracker style with that trailing point that I adore. I love trailing points. I watched Salty Redcorn's video the other day. Brothers in the Knives. Love that dude. Love Salty. Love what he's got going on. Very intelligent knife guy. Great knife acumen. Check out Brothers in the Knives. But he had a trailing point. I just fell in love with it. That's why I love a lot of Carnivora's designs. They do a lot of trailing points. They do a lot of tracker styles. The Aisha is a tracker style, but it's got that nice trailing point to it. I like the aesthetics. You know, if you say, Scab, what all can you do with it? Well, That's going to be a skill set thing, right? When we go tracker style, let's talk about this real quick because I've been rambling. Let me show y'all something real quick. I'm not swinging hard. Look at the bite. Look at the chops. Those are flick chops. Those aren't scab coming out of his shoes. That's a technique. Look at that. And that's fat wood. That's light or not. That's hard as a brick bat. Now we swung a little harder there, but you'll notice also that thing is full of knots, light or not, that kind of thing. Now we're going to use the swoop part. But my point there, guys, is this. You don't have to swing this thing hard. That's the other thing that I love about a tracker style. You take that point between the edges because you've got the trailing point, then you've got the other part, the two parts of the tracker. Well, that cut that pretty good. But now this is one of those vines. To all my dear tree-hugging friends, these are the vines that actually choke shit out. Now, right here, I'm in the swamp cleaning some brush away. Multifunctional, multi-purpose knife. I'll tell you the other thing about Carnivora and their designs. A lot that gets lost, especially on my channel, because we try to do the fun stuff. We do a lot of chopping. We do a lot of slicing. But these blades are highly functional in the kitchen as well. Now, I'm not sure the thickness. Again, I'm going to post a link. I'll pin it. This is a 1/4 inch or better. It's 7 or 8 millimeters, I think. I'm pretty sure. But you've got a great hunk of 3V right there. But they're all functional in the kitchen. Great for slicing, great for cooking. Now, with it being double-edged, you got to be aware. I learned the hard way. But I'm not going to sit here and fault a knife for my stupidity. That's foolish. You know, we learn. This channel's about learning. I'm trying to learn. This thing look how hard that hits, right? And look how gorgeous the swamp is. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful out there. My favorite place to be. Now, right here, I can't ever remember what the damn thing is. It's a small hackberry or something that had blown over. Hadn't been fell over long, but it's perfect because I found 2 or 3 of them that I could chop up. With it being swamp, the soil, it's just, unless it's a real deep-rooted tree, trees fall quite a bit. These 2 had been blown over in the last storm. But you see right here, it just slices. It's like a damn Ginsu. But for a knife this size, it is a hell of a little chopper. You've seen the flick cuts. You've seen with the pallet going to town how it just V'd that sumbitch out super quick. Able to put it on point. The balance is there. Honest to God. Now I just wanted to try the backside there. Let's see. Getting a little different angle. That's also the fun part about my channel, man. As we're doing these videos, I'm never trying to sell you shit. If you buy it, you buy it. But I'm learning, and I'm hoping to show y'all something. I hope that my skill set improves each time. Don, Shaney, my applause, guys. Hell of a knife. Thing to remember is this, guys. I love you. God knows I do. God bless you. I hope he does. This is the Leopard Carnivora shade. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Badass knife right there, boy. Look at that. Woo.